So due to the Sons of the Forest being in early access, there's going to be a lot of updates coming into the game, and as early as next week. Now these updates are going to be coming in through the comments from you guys. Whatever you want changed, updated, added into the game, you have the voice for that to happen. So I want you guys to leave down in the comments what you want to see coming in soon, and I'll be giving a few pointers that maybe you guys have had in your thoughts too. So let's go ahead and let the developers know what we want to happen as soon as next week. First things first, let's talk about the map itself. Now, the Forest 1's map was smaller, but it had a lot more to do. The caves were bigger, the enemies were stronger. You actually had a fight on your hands when you see those cannibals from a mile away. You just knew that something was gonna happen. In this game, the caves are empty. There's a few of them that are just completely deserted. The caves are just easy. The cannibals are easy to kill. You do not have to really focus at all because you know that you're basically not gonna die, especially when you have friends with you. Now, I hope they actually change that. I hope the caves, the enemies, they're just better. There is more to do in the caves itself and also in the outside map as well. Now the map just feels empty. There is really nothing to do. It's a walking simulator if you are not inside of a cave. Next up, let's talk about, obviously, this is just common sense now, the story. Where is the story? I know this is early access. Right now, you can finish the game and there are cutscenes that make absolutely no sense. You don't even know what's going on. I won't say what the cutscenes are, but I mean, you literally have no clue about anything. There is no story. The story is missing. We need some update to the story. We need quests that we can go on. We need cutscenes. We need NPCs to come into the game itself. Next up, I want to talk about bosses. Now, there aren't any bosses at all. Now, let's say that you go into a certain cave, there's going to be bigger, larger enemies that you have to fight, just like the first one. Now, in the open world, I hope after about a week surviving on the island, bosses and bigger enemies start coming out. Now, we obviously know there are a few enemies, or the cannibals, the creatures do come out during your playthrough in the outside world, but they are just the same enemies from the cave. They are easy to kill, not really a threat, so you can just walk past them. We need bigger enemies, a bigger threat. As we all know, with any game and any update to ever come out, there's going to be a lot of bug fixes that we're going to be seeing. Some of you guys actually mentioned that there are some bugs that you've seen in your game but no one else's, which is kind of strange, so we'll definitely see those. Now, next up, I want to talk about upgradable weapons. In the first game, we did kind of see that a little bit with the axe. You can upgrade the axe and a few things here and there. I definitely want to see upgradable weapons in this game more than ever. It's pretty cool to go around looking for materials and gather materials to upgrade your weapons. Now, another thing I actually want to talk about is missing weapons or missing items or things that you can craft that are missing in this game that you can do in the previous game, like fire arrows, which is pretty cool. Some weapons are missing, like the flare gun, which is really strange. So yeah, another thing that's missing as well is more materials for building. In the first one, you can create walls and stuff like that with stone. You cannot do that with this game. The only thing you can create structures with right now is wood. I mean, it makes sense. So why there is so many rocks in the world, but you can't use it for basically anything really. So definitely more materials for us to use. They can include different kinds of materials, maybe even metal. There are caves. There is that special metal that we've seen in caves. Maybe we can actually harvest that and use it. Second thing is, due to this map being so damn large and you're walking mindlessly for such a long time, not seeing a single damn enemy, a single anything really, vehicles would be pretty cool. Now, we've seen a lot of golf carts in this island. There is a little information about golf as well. Maybe we can just fix up a golf cart and use that. There is a few helicopters on the island. Maybe fix those and use that. That would be, you know, that could change the game a lot, especially for just exploring. Now, this isn't me complaining about the game being so bad. I absolutely love survival games. This game is just amazing. I love the way they done it, but due to it being in early access, there is so much missing that could make the game just a 10 out of 10. And that goes into story, bosses, enemies, emptiness of the world needs to be fixed, more building, more materials, more weapons, more gear that you could collect, more armor. you know, there's so much they could do, and I want you guys to let me down in the comments what you want to see changed. And that's all I want to talk about from my side. There is so much more that I could really say and I want added, but I'm gonna leave that up to you guys. Leave down on the comments what you want to see, because maybe they're watching this video right now, maybe they are reading your comment right now, maybe they think, hey, maybe this guy actually has a pretty good idea, let's go ahead and put that into the game, or change this or update that. Let me down in the comments what you want to see changed in the future for this game. I definitely want to see a lot more to the game in terms of playability, more caves, more enemies, boss battles, harder enemies, change the way that the enemies come after you, because right now the cannibals, I see them once in a while, rarely, even ever really, unless I'm going exploring for about an hour, then I so happen to come across a camp full of like maybe 5 of them, and they die within 2 seconds because I have a katana and a damn shotgun that can blow them limb from limb, and they are just not a threat. Easy kills, easy. I finished the game in 10 minutes from start when I crash to the end cutscene. It took me 10 minutes because there is not a threat in sight. There is nothing. Anyway, that's gonna be pretty much it for me for this video. Hopefully you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all on the next one. Let me know down in the comments and let the developers know what you want to see changed.